Alright guys, first day in LA today. This is Erin's first time, well, in LA with me. She's been here one other time.
Yeah.
So as soon as we get here, the first thing we gotta do is we gotta go train at Gold's Venice. That's numero uno, just like Arnold, numero uno. You get that shit done, because she's never even been there, right? You've driven by.
Driven by,
but she's never actually been to Gold's Venice, which the vibe in there, the training, she's gonna enjoy it, because she likes to train. Like, I know she's gonna enjoy it. Hopefully we see some cool people that like we recognize, like Jean-Claude Van Damme, Arnold, all those motherfuckers. But usually there's nobody there when I go. Like Sean Roden, he's like the only one that like pretty much every time I go he's there. Brad Rowe's there. There's the regulars, but excited?
Very.
Parker! Play your elbow straight up, babe. Crazy. This is 50 pounds. Literally my rep schemes were 12 reps with 185. Now this is what I'm down to. Well, coming to Gold's Venice, that I'm sure Erin, who's filming, probably knows now, is there's like every type of machine here. There's shit that I had when I was first started training back in like the fucking, you know, early 90s. There's shit that's like brand new that they have to put in. They got all kinds of new shit every time we come here. And this one is like a combination. We used to have this Nautilus machine for rear delts way back in the day. And now they have this one where it actually just adjusts. You pull the handle out, you can do either flies or rear delts with it. So I'm just excited to have something that I don't have to hold on to with my wrist, because my wrist is always a limiting factor when I'm doing rear delts. So it's like being able to pull back with your elbows is a really cool way to make sure you're using more weight and contracting. But at the same time, the hammer strength one where you lay down and put your face in it, like your feet are off the ground, you're always off balance, so like it's hard. This one pretty much will lock you in a position when you're pulling, you can feel those rear delts pull, and you can feel them isolated for some reason. I don't know why, but I've always loved it. So let me get this straight, you actually work out less now. Yep. You skip cardio in the mornings most of the time.
Yep. And why is that?
Why is that? Because you sleep more now, because you needed sleep, because you had fucking adrenal fatigue. Our house, we got spinach, white rice, chicken. And Erin decided to copy me almost exactly, but she decided to go a little colorful. A little bit of tomatoes in there, because women like it colorful. Guys make it boring. Women make it colorful. I'm number one?
You're the best.
Am I number one?
You are.
Oh my God. We started out with breakfast up at the hotel at the Omni. Now we're headed back to, so back-to-back workouts. Like we finished the day yesterday with a workout. Now we're heading back to Gold's Venice again. This time, bounce around here. We're gonna meet PJ. And PJ Black is a professional wrestler, Lucha Underground. I think he just signed with Ring of Honor. But his former gimmick was Justin Gabriel of the WWE. And we're gonna go head up there and train with him now. He's doing his cryo. Oh, cryo. He's doing cryo, yeah, it's not chiropractic. He's doing cryo. So he's doing a cryo session before training and a cryo session after, like 2 cryo sessions a day, which helps him recover. So we're gonna get up there. And I don't know what we're doing. We did shoulders yesterday, so PJ he does a lot of crazy workouts. Who knows?
He does like,
yeah, he's pretty super athletic, and he's like literally peaking in his prime of his, you know, of wrestling. So we're gonna go hit that, then we gotta go eat back at the firehouse again. then yeah, because this we do. Yeah, I mean it's right there, right? So you might as well. Right?
I thought you wanted to do your pop-up restaurant.
What was it? Oh yeah, we're also gonna go to the pop-up restaurant for Saved by the Bell.
And I want to go back to the sushi restaurant.
And everyone wants to go back to the sushi restaurant apparently.
Yes.
So I guess we have more plans today than we thought. And then eventually to wind up in Long Beach tonight at CT Fletcher's Iron Wars 4, which should be cool. So yeah, we have to check out the pop-up thing. I'm not sure.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
How?
There's so much food to eat. It's just a little time.
We do have tomorrow. Well, we're gonna be at the expo tomorrow, but Sunday we have pretty much all day. So I don't know if it's open Sunday though. So we're gonna have to check it today.
Where? Go feel it. Put your hands flat down. You're trying to put your heels on the dirt in the room. Just put this hand up like this. Look up. It's crazy, right?
Like the whole thing is stretched through here too.
Everything. It goes through your back and track. Yep. Back ribs. You can feel the rib cage. Like you can feel transverse abdominal stretch. Yep, ribs. So this is push with this arm. You can push through one or push through the flat. You'll feel your heels with one come over. So eventually you'll get like your hands like straight up.
Yeah. How often do you do this? For every?
Yeah, just before and after workouts, and like sometimes before I go to bed. Like this year I'm just focusing on stretching.
You look very flexible. Like I was like, I could feel everything like ripping. I'm like, shit. Yeah, man, we ate at this place called, it's this cool Creations. It's a very, very clean kind of living. It's, yeah, really good food. And like we sat down with PJ and we wanted to just shoot the shit and just realized that we didn't film anything at that meal at all. So that's actually a good thing because when you get lost in the moment, like that's what it's about. It's not about having this camera in your face all the time. So we had a good workout. We did not film the chin-up plyos. Listen, guys. So Erin kind of went off to do her own thing while PJ and I were doing chin-ups and plyos. But we did chin-up plyos, which was like you grab the bar and you pull yourself up, you jump to the one up top with like Ninja Warrior stuff. And PJ was like, well, you know, just do this. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, this is going to be... But I did it. I absolutely did it.
Wait,
shockingly did it.
Do you really think that I thought he was going to be doing that? He has like messed up shoulders, he hurt his pec. Did I expect him to be jumping up and down between bars?
Anyways, we did it. So it was a great workout. We did a lot of volume too. We did a lot of stuff. So we saw Chanel from 5%.
Yeah.
That was cool. And now we're just going to head to, I don't know, we're going to try to get in a little bit of trouble, right? The amount of trouble we got into was 0. Because we came back to the room.
I'm a bad influence on you.
And crashed out. I literally went to sleep for like 2 hours.
I know.
What did you do? You read? What did you do?
Yeah. I think I just looked at my phone and I showered.
You should put the phone.
Yeah.
But now, Friday night, it's time for Iron Wars 4 at CT Fletcher's gym, Iron Addicts. We're headed out to Compton right now to go watch this shit. So let's go. finished up at Iron Addicts. And of course, we're gonna stop. You guys can see up there. We are in California, so that means Aaron and I are now gonna go down to I almost said Elevation Burger. Oh my god, that's sacrilegious. Let's go eat our In-N-Out. Monday morning, last night, we had an In-N-Out burger fiasco.
It's wonderful.
So tell them like what they did to your burger.
Well, there was sauce all over it.
But they put this little tiny burger in there. It wasn't
the burger
even like,
was like my thumbnail.
It was like a meatball.
Bigger. It was terrible. My meatballs even at home are bigger than that. Like it wasn't even enough food.
They fucked it up.
I didn't bother. I didn't eat it. And then my fries were like soggy noodles. I didn't even eat that. I didn't even bother trying.
So
I threw it away.
That ended with a no eating. I mean, I ate my In-N-Out. Fuck it, I don't care. I'm eating it. Doesn't matter.
I had a protein shake and went to bed.
And went to bed. So we got up this morning. We ate. We kind of explored a little bit outside the hotel. Now we're heading to the LA Fit Expo. But what did you think of Iron Wars?
It's really cool.
Right, and you got to talk to what was the best part of Iron Wars? Besides seeing CT, who looked fantastic.
Besides seeing T, who looked amazing, I think the Hulk.
The Hulk. Kevin Hulk Washington.
I love Kevin.
You're his biggest fan now, aren't you?
I'm like fangirling.
Yeah, we're going to have to find Kevin today because he had a lot to say and it was really cool.
He is wonderful. It's just his message. I mean, I get that he looks insane. But
and he tore his pec and still benches 405.
He's incredible.
I was like, what? I don't even understand how he does it. So let's head over to the expo, see what's popping.
Find Kevin.
Find Kevin. Alright guys, we're here at the 2019 LA Fit Expo. You must be yelling about Mac Truck's hair. That's what's going on right now, right? So all on social media, I've been watching Mac, and you know, I gotta give him credit. He doesn't give a fuck. Goes out there, puts the hair unit, it's called the unit,
yeah,
right?
it's a unit.
And back when I grew up, the unit looked like a shit. Like it didn't look good.
Yeah,
He took it off, stuck it on a wig, like it didn't look good, right? So he walks in yesterday, Iron Addicts, and I couldn't help. I'm like trying to find anything wrong with it. Look at it. Look at it.
Touch it, dog. It's real hair. It's human hair. And it's on lace. The hair is weeding in between like some lace, so I can still feel the air.
Oh, all right.
And I can stretch it. Like I still feel everything. Yeah, my head can breathe with this one.
So I was wondering how it like sticks to your head and like if you can't sweat through it or anything.
Yeah, no,
weird, right?
I just left from working out. So like I work out with it. You know, I shower, everything else. I still do the same normal shit. Only thing is new is constantly brushing my hair, which I haven't done in years.
Right.
So, but yeah, so
I'm gonna tell you, like I told him yesterday, I'm gonna tell him publicly that I've always had a bunch of respect for Mac, but a ton of respect for not giving a fuck about what people would say. Like most people would go away for like a month and then come back and be like, oh, let my shit grow out while I was away and make up a big story about it. And Mac's like, hey, I'm going to the barber to get a hairpiece put on. And you're like, I started following, I was like, shit, I gotta watch this, right? And he comes out and I'm like, God damn it, it looks good.
Walked in with a bald head, came out with a head full of hair. Yeah, like I can't care, you know. Like this is the thing. Women do it. There's a lot of women that can change their look in order for them to feel good. So I said, fuck it, why not I just do the same thing? Yeah. And I really don't care, so hopefully other guys that's having male pattern baldness won't care either. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna come with dreads one day. Then I'm gonna come with braids the other day. Shit, I might come in looking like Vampire in Brooklyn with a long wrap. I don't know, but male, now we have options too. Men can do the same thing. But the funny thing is, I only get talked about by guys, not women, which really doesn't matter to me because the women love it. You know, so yeah, dude, like, it works for me. Yeah. Well, it's crazy, right?
So if you're out in your ball, don't bitch anymore because now you have options.
Yeah, well,
you can have the Mac Truck version.
Oh snap! Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Good to see you, Mac.
Hey, you better.
Actually buy that thing. What do you think?
You kill yourself.
Oh, you tell me I'm gonna get hurt? Thanks, I appreciate it. Thank you. Go to the bathroom, run right away. Right on. Wait a minute, so you're in LA, I'm in LA, he's in LA. 2 two different sides of the country. If you could pick one favorite YouTube channel that you would have, what would that YouTube channel be?
Tell you what.
Yeah, see, I never met this guy. He lives on the other side of the country, right? Just met him just now. I didn't prompt him to say that, but I'll give you $20 later.
Dude, honestly, I was just like really considering trying to leave, and I know that you've done it all.
You doing physique, classic physique?
I haven't started.
I'm pretty sure it's just like talcum powder, some salt.
I like it because it tastes good.
Yeah, it tastes good.
Effective it. It's either way. Talk about here.
The thing is, there's a lot of bullshit, and what's the point? You know what I mean? Eventually, the bullshit winds up coming out.
Babe. What are you doing?
What
What are you doing?
does it look like I'm doing? Watching porn, motherfucker.
Are you really watching porn?
No, it's a picture. It's me and you on here, so if it's porn, it's
Babe.
it's
Are you in your underwear on your computer, like laying in bed?
Well, it's cold on my legs too, so I put the pants on my legs too. Instead of putting the pants on, I just put the fucking pants like laying on there. So I'm trying to edit this video because obviously the expo is over. Yeah, we came back here, and I'm watching this thing. So the phone is running too. We're gonna get into what the fuck is going on over here too. So we come back and like Aaron and I are fucking starving. So am I talking to? I'm talking to you. Am I telling you that you were starving? Anyways,
okay.
we're talking to them. So anyways, Aaron and I were starving. So I ordered like sushi from some place on like Uber Eats. Awesome, right? So we get the sushi, and we're supposed to go out to eat tonight at some steak place. And I wind up like just chilling out, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna start editing this video before we go out because I want to get it up the day of the LA Fit Expo. So when you guys see this, it's not like 3 days later; it's the day of. So I sit down and I use my phone to film a bunch along with the camera. Like she has the camera now, but like sometimes you don't have the camera accessible and you have a phone right away. Boom, just go. And since it has such a good camera, like it's seamless, right? And I go to fucking plug the phone in with the little thing, and it's like cannot find the phone. Needs to install some kind of software. I'm like, what the fuck? I can update. So I install the update and it's like, can't find it on the server. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, my laptop's never done that before. Like, what server? What the fuck? It's like your Apple server? I couldn't figure it out. So we couldn't get the fucking shit, which is half the video, off the fucking phone. So I'm like, I'm like, I could not figure out how to do it. I'm trying to airdrop it. It wouldn't airdrop. I'm like, fuck. So, because there's probably like 13 or 14 clips on the phone that need to be uploaded. Can't send them because they're too big, so you can't email them. So like, fuck, so I'm trying to figure out what to do. So I use WeTransfer.com, which is a file transfer website. And I use it like with Primeval all the time because Dropbox, I couldn't get them into Dropbox off the phone either. Dropbox, like it was like everything was acting haywire. I'm like, what the fuck? So WeTransfer, which at home I just set it up and walk away and it transfers it. Now it takes 2 hours to transfer it on the phone. I was like, fuck. Oh, so I figured I would just leave it. So I put the phone down and I came back like an hour later and it said 1%. I'm like, you have to keep the phone open by touching the phone constantly so the phone doesn't go to sleep or it stops uploading. It just stops. It's like, fuck. So now here we are 2.5 hours later. I'm still touching the phone every 2 seconds. But we're sending it. So what I did was transfer it to my, like I sent it to my own email. So I can actually open the email on the computer and then upload the file from the computer onto the computer, put it in iMovie, and then it'll be one big chunk and I'll have to cut the chunks up and edit it like that, but we'll be able to get it up tonight. But it took me
I can laugh about it right this second.
I was so mad, you guys. I kicked the fucking backpack.
I was ready to see a laptop going flying through the hotel room, you guys. I was like, here we go. It's going to go fly, and I'm going to see just a whole like silver like whoosh, like a shooting star.
Erin's on her phone looking up where the Apple stores are.
I did.
She's like, let's just go buy another laptop. And I was like, yes, let's get another. And then she's like, what if it's a phone? I'm like, fuck it, we'll buy a phone and a laptop. And I give a fuck. Like, I was so mad.
It was not going well, guys.
I mean, this is still aggravating. I'm like touching the phone every 2 seconds for 3 hours, which is like. So I'm trying to edit, and then it goes dark. But I'm like, oh shit, because I forgot to shut. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video because when you see this, you've already seen the whole video. So this is the end of the video. But because tomorrow, like, we might do some filming tomorrow, but it would be a whole separate, like, not LA Fit Expo. It'd be like, you know, a fuck around day in LA because we did some stuff, you know, that was cool. There was some fuck around stuff you guys saw too, like the gym stuff with PJ. You know, I wish we did film some more with PJ, but
yeah.
One thing that happened this weekend, and it's 100% my fault. It's 100% my fault. Is I got lost in the moment with a lot of stuff. Like I was busy just being, and I didn't remember to pick up the camera and film. Ruchi Ray, so you met Ray today, right?
Yeah.
Right, with the little girl, and we gave him the shirts and stuff. He hit me up on Instagram like an hour ago and said, "Bro, I didn't even get a picture." He's like, "I got so wrapped up in talking, we didn't even get a picture." And I was like, "Fuck, you're right. I didn't even realize because I was so wrapped up."
You're so right.
You know, I haven't seen him in a year, right? I mean, I talked to him online here and there, but I've only seen him, you know, when I come to LA. So like when I was talking to him, I was like, "Fuck!" Like we just talked about a bunch of shit to try to catch up.
He's such a nice guy.
And then all of a sudden, I was like,
totally
"Fuck!"
didn't
He's right.
think about
I was like,
it.
"Shit!" I was like, "Well," but then I realized like that happened a lot throughout the weekend. It really was my fault because like PJ and I. So PJ is his name in WWE was Justin Gabriel. His name is PJ Black. He just signed with Ring of Honor. He's been with Lucha Underground, and we did something. You guys will see me doing the pull-ups in the video. I was actually doing pull-ups with no assistance. I haven't been able to do that since I tore my pec. And then PJ, since he's an athlete, we did plyo pull-ups where you pull yourself up, and as soon as you get to the top, you jump to the next rung and let yourself down. Then pull yourself up and then drop to the bottom one. And he was doing it, and I was like, oh, here goes, something's going to tear. And I did it. And I was like, holy shit, I did it. PJ's like, good job. And he like walks away like no big deal. And I'm like, holy fuck, I did it. And Aaron comes walking. I was like, I did this thing. I was like fucking Superman.
And of course, I walked away, you guys. Like, I'm sorry, so I didn't film it.
She walked away and didn't film it. But I thought, what is she going to film? My second pec tear? Like, that's what's coming, right? Like, my new rotator cuff tear, my bicep tear, my fucking trap tear, my calf tear. Something's coming. So why film it? And then I was like, fuck, that would have been cool to film because that's something I've never done in my entire life at 43 was a plyo chin up like that. And, like, I did it. And I didn't even think about it. I just got up there and did it. And I was like, shit, I might have that athletic ability still in me without, if I don't overthink it, I think I could do a lot more than, you know, that I give myself credit for, even at 43, because that's not something like most 43-year-olds could, a lot of 25-year-old guys can't do.
Yeah.
You know, PJ did 6, I did 3. So I did half of what he did, but he does them all the time. So I'm going home with a renewed kind of a sense of, you know, I definitely think that PJ's right, training like an athlete, especially when you get to my age, is a lot better than like a bodybuilder. So getting to work out with like Jay Cutler and seeing how he trains in his retirement, PJ now, you know, like Sheamus, like these guys that are high, like actual high professional athletes, and how they take care of their bodies to not get injured, as opposed to the bodybuilders who always get injured, is
yeah, but don't you also think it's such a tribute to you and how well you've been able to heal yourself? You've been meticulous in your training and your diet and everything to heal yourself, and by doing that, whether you realize or not, is a reflection of that.
Yeah, but the healing is from backing off a lot, you know?
Yeah, like, but it's from everything. It's from the whole big picture.
You know, it's hard because you don't want to say, well, I have to heal. You want to keep going, you know?
Right, but if you were a total dick about it, or if you weren't paying attention, or you didn't heal yourself right, there's no way you could have done it. Well, so that's like, incredible that you did it. You did everything right.
I'm also trying to heal because, don't forget, I don't take painkillers. So when I get hurt, I just hurt all the time.
Yeah.
And it's not cool being in pain for 4, 5, 6 months. You know what I mean? That pec tear, I was in good pain for, even to this day, there's certain things that I do that I'm in pain. So it kind of like, you know, oh, another thing. I want to give a public shout out to Bradley Martin.
Oh, yeah.
So I saw Bradley when we first got there, but he walked by the booth that I was at, the Muscle Sport Mag booth, and I said, Brad, what's up? And he kind of came over and we talked for a second. We exchanged some words about something that I'm not going to talk about what we talked about because it was actually a private conversation in the middle of a fucking expo, which is weird. But, you know, at the end of it, he literally hugged me like we were friends, like an actual hug, not like a bro hug. And, you know, I just want to say that I got a lot of respect for Bradley for the things that he's doing now, like for the things that he's showing about himself and stuff like that. I think that, you know, it takes 10 times more balls to do that stuff, more courage, more heart, and more real than squatting 500 pounds on a hoverboard or, you know, bench pressing 4 girls on each side of the bar. Like, that stuff is cool, but they're stunts. But to put yourself out there and talk about some of the things that he's been doing and stuff that he's going through, like, I think that takes way more courage than any of this shit.
And it's inspiring.
Yeah. And it shows a whole new side of him that I think after talking to a bunch of these guys this weekend, a lot of the guys that have been around a while are going from that meathead mentality into something bigger and more
more meaningful.
More meaningful.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
A lot. I mean, these guys were just, they blew me away. They were so great.
They were very, like, I'd say like 99% of them are deeper. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not deeper like they're in deep shit, but like deeper as far as they're like, their personalities are deeper than they were a year ago. You know, I don't know what the hell's been going on. 2018 was hard on a lot of people, so maybe...
They were very thoughtful in all of their reactions and the things that they decided to share.
You know, of course, Mac Truck. I had a great time with Mac Truck at Aeronautics and at the expo. You know, like, I mean, his hairpiece or hair unit is fucking awesome. Like, I'm so like, you know, I'm like, look at my little pony fucking fuzz up here, right? So people are like, Jerry, you not shaving it anymore? I'm like, nope, motherfucker, I'm growing dreads. And they're like, what? I'm like, I am growing dreads, motherfucker. Whether you believe it or not, come see me in a year, I will have dreadlocks. And they're like, what the fuck? And this is actually my hair. This is not a Mac Truck unit.
No, you can't really see. Hold on.
Can you see it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
See, look at that. It's long, right?
Hair, man.
Flowing, like soft and flowing. So yeah, so we're gonna finish up here, and then tomorrow we'll finish up our day. I keep tapping this phone because it's a pain in the ass.
It's very glamorous being a YouTuber, isn't it?
Fucking midnight, fucking around, like literally Googling everything you can, trying to figure out why your computer's being a douchebag at like fucking 11:30 at night. You're like, fuck.
So what are you doing for dinner?
So dinner, we didn't even eat. We had the sushi, and we were gonna go to dinner. I'm like, I gotta get this figured out. Like, this has to be done. And we were going to like the steakhouse, and then we were thinking about like, well, where else are we gonna go? Like maybe to Seasons 52, like we normally do. It's like an hour and a half away. And I'm looking at it going, fuck, an hour and a half drive there and back. That's 3 hours of driving, and then like maybe an hour and a half or 2 hour meal. That's 5 hours to have a meal. I was like, that's a lot of work for a fucking meal. Yeah. So like I'll be good with the sushi till the morning. And you had like a shake and stuff, right?
A shake.
Yeah, she had sushi and a shake, but the sushi was good. So
it was.
Yeah, we got enough. Like when they brought the bags, I was like, what the fuck did we order? And they opened it. I was like, a roll was usually like 3 or 4 pieces, like 10 pieces here.
Yeah, it was
I was like,
great.
holy shit. I'm like, well, that explains why it was $90, right? I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, so we will see you guys back at home. For all of you guys that came out to see us, thank you for coming to see us. Ruchi Ray, all you guys. You know, Joe Pietaro, thanks for having us out at Muscle Sport Mag.
Yeah.
You know, we saw Chanel, we saw Cutler. He's a pig. I mean, all the usual suspects were here and stuff.
CT.
Yeah, CT, which is amazing.
Who looks incredible.
Another one, like, we didn't film much of CT when we were there.
No.
You know, like, you just get lost in the moment. And, like, when I saw him and he turned around and his eyes got big, I realized he didn't have the dark circles and stuff anymore under his eyes. His face was full.
His whole body
His face had good color. His body was kind of thick. His
Oh.
face had color in it. And I was just kind of taken back because Aaron sees this shit every day in surgery.
No, but I don't see this. So, like, listen, for real, the greatest thing, I mean, not only was I super happy to see CT, but I didn't realize how much I needed to see CT because, you know, we go through the surgery, but then I don't know what happens.
Right.
It's not like I follow up
You follow up
because
with
it's
everybody.
not part of what we do for me. So when I see him, it kind of underscored why my job is important to me. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I got to see, like, this is what it looks like when it's awesome, when it works and it's perfect. Yeah. He looked great.
He did, and he was like super full of energy and stuff.
Yes.
He's like, get that motherfucking shit. And I was like, wow, it's like he was before, you know?
Yeah.
Or Kevin the Hulk Washington, we saw. Casey, of course. Casey, Ace, Alyssa, all the people at Primeval. Yeah. Regan, we ran into Regan at Gold's Venice, which was cool. Yeah, Gold's Venice was, I love Gold's Venice. We saw Rick Valenti, which many of you guys might not know who he is, but it's a show called Body Shaping on ESPN in the morning. Then I would get up and all I wanted to be was fucking Rick. He was on the beach lifting weights with a bunch of hot chicks in spandex. I was like, that fucking guy has got the formula down. He's my idol. Like,
I'll have what he's
like
having.
he had curly hair. I'm like, I'll get a perm if that's what it takes. Like, whatever it happens to get that fucking job, like, I want that job. So we saw him at the gym. I didn't bother him because he looks intense as fuck still. He's like, so it was cool. But manager Matt, Mike Rashid.
It was an intense atmosphere at Gold's Venice, which was cool.
Yeah,
usually you walk into a gym, people are fucking around. Not that gym. They're there.
Well, Brad Rowe with his new thing that he has that activates.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be cool. I gotta get in touch with Brad. So hopefully I'm gonna do some stuff about this because Brad is using this piece of equipment now that it looks like those electrode pads that are like a TEMS unit. And instead of contracting the muscle, it elongates it. And it actually gets your body to contract like 80% more fibers at one time. So think about if you could combine the powerlifting aspect of contracting more fibers at once, but still have them go in order for hypertrophy. Like, it's fucking groundbreaking shit. And I was like, holy shit. You have to actually put it on, I think, during your workout because it was attached to him while he was doing shoulders. But do you see his fucking shoulders?
Oh my God, the guy
I was like,
incredible.
He's on keto. He's so fucking full.
He's so full.
And I was like, you're still on fucking keto? You guys, how the fuck? Like,
he's thick
that's
and
crazy.
round and full.
He's using it with bikini competitors. They put it like on their glutes. And as they're training glutes, this thing is firing the glutes at the same time and elongating them. So it's like better contractions, more contractions. I'm like, shit. So we're gonna have to check into that stuff and see
Yeah.
what that's all about. Because Brad's a good dude. And I know these very he's a former football player, D1 division. I think it was Division 1, and he's really into athletics. So he wants something that's not just gonna be for bodybuilding, but it crosses over into athletics too. So that stuff that was going on there. We went to the Firehouse and ate. That cool restaurant we ate with PJ. We didn't film there because
It was so
we just
good.
sat down and like PJ is very, very spiritual. Like Aaron and I are like next level shit. Which like I know a lot of people don't understand it, but you guys are getting a big glimpse in the last 6 months of how I'm into this stuff. And he's like that too. So like when we got there, it was just a lot of, he get that fucking $20 fucking smoothie, the black smoothie. It was like black, and they brought it to the table. It was black. I was like, dude, it looks like fucking tar. Like he's like.
But the food was so good, and the
Yeah,
conversation was so intriguing that I didn't even consider picking up the camera, and
Right.
we probably should have.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is what it is. I'm glad to have the experience, and we got a little bit of footage on. I just wish we get that pull up. I mean, I've never done anything like that in my whole life. Like I don't think I could even train to do that. It was like he did it. And he said, "Okay, jump up," and I was like, "Fuck it," and I just jumped, and all of a sudden I landed on my feet. He said, "Good job," and he walks away. I was like, "Did I just fucking do that?" People are like. The fuck is this guy? Because I fell off the thing when I let go of the chin up thing, like you just fall. They were like, "Did he fall?" I was like, "I fell, but I didn't fall. I jumped off." But holy fuck, I'm like, "What are we gonna do now?" Like, I don't think I can top that. So luckily, we toned it down a little bit for this in the workout. That was the extent of our fucking killer. So we're gonna wrap this shit up. Take our CBD, go to bed. Erin's gonna rub my feet because that's her wifely job to rub my feet.
Oh, it's my wifely
so that,
job.
what you guys don't know is that's our fucking running joke. She'll be like, "Oh, I just can't wait to get home. Work's been so hard." I said, "I know, you gotta get home because my fucking feet need to be rubbed."
I know. He doesn't go, "Oh my God, baby, are you okay? Have you eaten all day? Are you all right?" He goes, "Good. You need to get home, rub my feet."
Or we'll be at the grocery store.
I swear to fucking God.
And she'll be like, "Oh, babe, thanks for buying my fucking, the coffee." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem. Well, you have to rub my feet when we get home." And she goes, "Yeah. And then the fucking people like checking us out go,
They're like, "Oh my God, what kind of dick is this?"
asshole. I know. Meanwhile, I haven't had my feet rubbed in like 50 years, and Erin's never done it once.
I don't like feet.
I had to pay to get my feet rubbed at a fucking
I don't
masseuse,
like feet. I don't care.
I don't blame you. My feet look like Fred Flintstone feet. They're like fucking flat as shit. They're like walking around with bricks in my shoes.
All right. Well, why don't you get your shit done?
I know. I'll get my shit together. Hang on, ready? Hang on. Oh no, they've already seen the intro. So
Yeah, they've already
seen
seen it. Yeah.
I forget that we're editing while we're filming. So we'll see you guys back at the Bat Cave. We'll call it the Bat Cave.
Yeah, let's
back
go
at
to
the Bat
Bat
Cave.
Cave.
I'm BioStreet and I approve this message, and we're out.